YTPC. Padre Piper coming to you via the virtual airwaves of YouTube, saying hello, YouTube Pipe community. I hope you're finding the blessings in your life. I don't normally feel so inclined to just almost impulsively take to the virtual airwaves after or while smoking a tobacco for the very first time, but today, a little bit supposed to be a day off, but had a little work to do and wanted to relax with a little corn cob action, and wanted to try a new blend that I kind of bought on a whim, and I am glad I did. So I just wanted to share it with you kind of quickly. It's a Sutliff aromatic. It's called Alexander Bridge. Comes in a nice little tin like this. This is my first smoke of this. So this is really just some tasting notes. I don't know what possessed me at the moment that I purchased it to put it into the basket and go with it, but I did, and I'm really enjoying it. So I just want to give a quick little overview here. Just again, some first impressions. It's from the Sutliff Private Stock Collection, and it's a mix of it's a base of Virginia and burley, but it's an aromatic. It's got a rum topping and a vanilla topping. Not all that unusual for aromatics, but really tastefully done. There's a really nice flavor from the very beginning that sort of maybe fades off a little bit toward mid-bowl, and you get to really enjoy the flavor of what I think are some very high quality Virginias that are in this tobacco. And the burley, I think, is kind of giving it a little bit of some boost. So it's just kind of lifting those Virginias forward a little bit, playing a supporting role, I guess is what I'm trying to say there. It's burning fairly cool for an aromatic, particularly one that's kind of got this kind of a topping or casing to it. The flavors that are coming through are you definitely get, particularly upon first light, that alcohol rummy kind of flavor. It mixes well with that vanilla topping, and then you start to also experience kind of a tanginess mixed with like a dark fruit, and I think maybe some of that is actually coming from the Virginias and not necessarily from the flavoring that's added to it. I went on tobaccoreviews.com. Let me look real quick. It gets a 12 reviews. It gets a 2.7, which I think is probably a little bit low. But, Tobacco Reviews is notorious, particularly for the aromatics, of being filled with people who will start their reviews with, I don't normally smoke aromatics, but I'm going to go ahead and review this anyway and give it a 1. So, take that with a grain of salt. I'm actually enjoying this, and I could see myself getting a couple more tins of this and throwing it in the cellar just to have on hand in case it's one of those ones that ends up going away at some point in time. Sutliff, I've always been fairly fond of their products. And now with the going away of McClellan, Sutliff seems to be doing a nice job, for me at least, of allowing me a whole new spectrum of blends to give a shot at, to try out and to enjoy. And this private stock line that they have has really done well. Again, this Alexander Bridge is what I'm smoking today and talking about, an aromatic blend of red and gold Virginias with rich burleys. And I'd have to give it a bit of a thumbs up. I might even give it 2 Missouri Meerschaum corncob pipes. I don't know. I have no real official rating system. This is just one. I felt like I needed to take to the virtual airwaves and just toss this out there. I wonder if any of you have had any experience with this particular blend by Sutliff? If so, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on it. I haven't even had time to go to the YTPC to see if anybody's done any kind of formal review of it, and this is by far not a formal review. I'm literally in the middle of my first bowl of it. So take it for what it's worth. I'm enjoying it right out of the tin. It was a little on the moist side. Probably could have benefited from 10, 15, 20 minutes of drying time. I didn't bother. I just shoved it into the corn cob and lit it up, and I've had no problems with keeping it lit. It's not burning hot. It's not providing any tongue bite. It's just giving a nice, like I said, a good aromatic flavor on the front end, and about halfway through that kind of takes a backseat to the niceness of those high quality Virginias that are there, that again I think are being sort of supported by a robustness of the burleys that are at work there. So that's it. Just a quickie little tasting notes, first impressions on this Sutliff aromatic from their private stock collection, Alexander Bridge, which real quick, it just says on tobaccoreviews.com at the top, many people think the opulently decorated Alexander Bridge to be the most beautiful in Paris. Paris. See how I said that? Much like the Alexander Bridge, this marvelous aromatic blend has key elements painstakingly brought together to create something aesthetically pleasing. Red and gold Virginias mixed with rich burleys to mingle in harmony. I like it. Wondering if any of you have any thoughts on it. Padre Piper, wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessings.